Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine. Well, in this tutorial, I will implement Monty Hall problem with the help of Python language. Well, in previous tutorial, I have discussed with you what is Monty Hall problem exactly. Well, it is a simple, pretty code. You don't have to be advanced Python order, right? So let me quickly run. You through the code and let's see how we can predict whether a person should switch his choice or not. So I have opened my Colab. And I am typing here code. There is a pretty simple demo, not a lot of brain required in order to do this. It is a pretty simple and understandable demo. We just have to implement what exactly we understood by the Monty Hall problem, right? Now, in order to execute Bayesian network in Python, there is a package known as POM-GRENADE. Right, but that might seem like a funny name, but this package is basically implement flexible probability models, which are ranging from individual property distribution to compositional models, such as Bayesian network and hidden Markov model. Now, this package is not very widely used since the release of PDI and BNN, which is basically the Python package for Bayesian belief network or something method. I am not sure, but yes, this is also an important. It is a quite simple package. You can see here about the package detail. It has all the function for discrete distribution, for computing your conditional probability distribution, joint probability distribution, and so on. So it has inbuilt function for all these, and I think it's a very good package. So let's start by understanding step-by-step code. So actually I'm saying with the help of this package, you can easily compute joint probability and conditional probability because you are creating the Bayesian network of Monty Hall problem. And you know, in the Bayesian network, we are using joint probability and conditional probability. And this POM-GRENADE package will help you in this regard. Well, initially we are starting by importing the package. This is. That we are required, then we are going to move on and we are building the variables. So after importing the package, we are creating the variable, the guest variable, the price variable, and the third one is the Monty variable. So like I said that it's initially the guest will choose a door at random. Now before we speak about let's understand what is A, B and C represent. Actually A, B, C represent the three doors, right? And the second one is the price. In short, we can say that guest represent the door picked by the guest, and price, and the second variable is price. Price represent a door behind which there is a price, and a Monty represent the door of which Monty opens, right? So now when it comes to understanding which door the guest will pick, it is a random process. That's why the probability of him choosing the door A, B and C is 1 by 3, right? So we can say they have equal chances of by opening any of the three doors. Similarly, the door which has the price is again a random process. That's why the probability is 1 upon 3. The value is 1 upon 3. Any of the door can contain the price. That's mean any of the door can contain the price. Now since the door picked by the Monty depends on both the guest door and then the price door. Now we have create a conditional probability table. Over here you can see this is the conditional probability table. And here it's mentioned guest and then the price. So I already told you the Monty depends on both the guest door and then the price door. That's why it is mentioned guest and then the price. And this is the conditional probability table over here. These are the different probabilities. So we are basically map all the possible scenarios at him take place. So here you can see the variables D1, D2 and D3. We can see these are the states. So actually what I'm saying, I'm showing you with the help of diagram. So let's understand, this is the guest door, this is the price door, and this is the Monty door. Here I'm saying guest door represented by the state D1. So can I say this is the D1? And then the price door represented by D2, the state D2. And then the Monty door represented by state D3. So that's why I'm writing here D3. So the Bayesian network look like D1, D2. This is D1, this is D2, and this is, sorry, I'm designing again. This is D1, this is D2. And these are connected with Monty. It's mean D3. So actually these door passing in the state to the network, and now we create the Bayesian network. So this is state passing with the network, and now we create the Bayesian network. So let's first run this. There is no error. I think there is an error in this. Now it's perfect. There is no run. There is no error. Well, this is the final implementation of the Bayesian network creation with the help of the state, guest, price, and then the Monty, and then the guest state passed on then the network. So now where we create the Bayesian network. You have to install one more thing for this library, for this package. This is pip install pomegranate. After this installation, you can not find any error. Well, now what we are doing in this code snippet, this is actually we are assumed that the belief network. We are assumed that the guest has picked door number A. This is. Look at the parameter here, we have passed as a parameter guest A, meaning that we have assumed that the guest picked door number A. Given this information, the probability of the price door being A, B, C. The probability of the price door being A, B, C is equal. So now that we are creating the Bayesian network, that we will do is we will create a test cases. So this is our first test cases. In this first test case, use case, we have defined that the guest picked door number A, right? So let's see the output screen. You can see here, this is the output screen. And you can see here also the word join. I'm using here zip, map. These are some built-in function. You can learn yourself uh, what is the meaning of zip. With the help of the zip, you can, here you can see, with the help of the zip, you can manipulate, you can combine two list, two tuples with the help of join, what you will do with the help of zip, what you can perform. So you have to learn yourself these things. So I'm using here the word join, built-in function, zip, and then the map for the creation of the first use case. Well, let's see the output. That it says guest is door number A. This is the door number A. Guest pick door number A. Right? Now when it comes to the price door, the probability that A, B or C might have the price is equal. The probability of A, B and C. Since any of the door having the price behind it is again a random process, that's why the probability of the price being behind any one of the door is equal to 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. But when it comes to the Monty, this is the guest A and the probability is same of the gate B and then the C. And obviously A, but when it comes to the Monty here, if you notice that the probability of Monty opening a door A is 0. Now, why is 0? If you want, remember very precisely, I mentioned that Monty will not be able to pick the door that is picked by the guest. Okay, so here we have two conditions that Monty has to fulfill. I am writing here the two conditions that Monty has to fulfill. So the first condition is, I am writing here, he cannot open the door that is picked by the guest, and guest already picks door number A. That's why the probability is 0. And the other thing is, sorry, and the second condition, this is the first condition. And the second condition is very simple. He cannot open the door that contain the price. You have to remember the this condition before implementing this scenario. Now, there is only one thing we know for sure from our input, which is that the guest opened door number A, meaning that there is no way Monty is going to open a door number A. That's why the probability for Monty picking A is 0. Right? Then we have number C and door number B. The probability of Monty picking C and B and C, or C and B is equal. There is a 50% chance of him picking either of the door, right? Now, now to make things more interesting in next case. I hope you have to clear this case. You have successfully cleared this case. Now see the second case. Second case is very interesting. What we have done in this, we have given two inputs. You can see here, we have given here two inputs. We said that the guest has picked door number A. We know that the Monty has picked door number B. Guest has picked door number A and we know that the Monty has picked door number B. Now what we are going to do here, let's model. How this look here, it show, let's see the output, how it's look here. It show guest has selected door number B. Right? Monty has selected door number B. Actually, here it shows guest has selected door number A, and it shows Monty has selected door number B. Guest selected door number A, and Monty selected door number B. When it comes to the price door, the probability that the price door is the door number A is 0.3. The probability that the price door is B is 0. Now why this is 0? Again I am repeating. Monty has selected door number B and guest has selected door number A. When it comes to the price door, the probability that the price door is the door number A is 0.3. The probability that the price door is door number B is 0. Now why this is 0? Now, like I mentioned earlier, Monty will never pick the door which contain the price. So, as we know, Monty has picked door number B, which means that the price is definitely not behind the door number B, right? That's why this probability is 0. Now the probability of a price being behind the door number C is 0.66%. Now this is a little bit odd. So what we are doing here is initially the guest picked door number A. Now this Bayesian network basically tells us that if the guest, which is door number C, there is higher chances, because there is probability high, there is higher chances that the price is located in door number C, right? So if you notice that the output, the probability of the probability of the car being behind the door number C is approximately 66%. So I will disprove that if the guess which is choices, he has a higher probability of winning. Although this might seem a little bit confusing to some of you, it is a confusing to some of you. It is a non-fact that guest who decided to switch those won about 2 upon 3 of the time. She's basically 60% of the time, and guess who refused to switch one about 3 of the things. So you can actually look it up on the internet. A lot of people have used this Bayesian network to solve this particular paradox problem, to understand how this is possible. But you can look up more about this if you want to go ahead and research about. So there is not a 50% chance of price being behind A and C, right? So Bayesian network used in such cases that involves predicting uncertain tasks and outcomes. So that was a simple demo of how Bayesian network can model the Monty Hall problem. So I hope you found that interesting, but there's a little some sort of any mystery behind why there is 60% chance of a person winning when he switched his choice of doors. Let's move on the discussion and see the last topic, which is the application of Bayesian network.